Dear Hella Corporation, you're about to hear the story of a man in the depths of despair because it happened. For years, it had been building, and then, without warning, it happened. Well, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm not interested, it's just at the moment I find it unfeasible to... That was the last straw. A potential road salesman backing out. You see, for 7 years, I have been trying to build a production company. A top-flight production company. At this point, I'm sorry to say, I have not been able to achieve those goals. I do not give up easy. It's been 7 years, and I've not given up. Well, not completely. I, at this time, make a proposition to Hella Corporation. Proposition 1, I hire your road salesman. Or, Proposition 2, you hire me. As far as your road salesman's credentials, I believe the success of your organization would testify to that. Now, as far as my credentials, well, I can only present what I have done in the past. So with your kind indulgence, let us proceed.
We take you now to Royal Dodgedom. Rangers in the morning after, the night before, the arrival of the new 69 Dodges.
Good morning, King.
Great party last night, huh, Duke?
I did.
Hey, Duke, remember that groovy little chick everybody was clucking over last night?
Oh, yes, Majesty. Everyone thought she was a Hungarian.
Duke, haven't you ever been anywhere?
I don't believe I...
Glass slipper, dum-dum.
Oh,
You want to go and mess up the whole fairy tale?
Oh, no, sir.
That was Cinderella, idiot.
I'll find her at once, sir.
That's my boy.
Viva Royal Dodgedom, King. I found her.
Cindy, would you,
No!
I meant, could you sing the praises of the new 69 Dodges?
Oh, for Royal Dodgedom, anything.
Yeah! Get us, Cindy! There you go, she's great.
Buy a Dodge, and you know why. A Dodge is the car that turns you on.
Viva Royal Dodgedom! Hold it up, Duke.
Well, that takes care of the Dodge dealer in Fayetteville, but being production chief for the Radio Smiles chain, which includes 7 radio stations, what do you do for the Dodge dealer in, say, Petersburg, Virginia?
And now, Triangle Dodge presents The Eternal Triangle. The trying story of a young boy Dodge named Charger, his love for a beautiful girl Dodge named Monaco, and how she, being female and finicky, can't make up her mind between Charger or that new boy in Triangle, Super B. As today's story opens, Charger speaks. Look, Monaco, before Super B came on the scene, I used to be your steady road mate.
Now look, Charger, don't rev your engine at me.
It must be that sporty bumblebee stripe of his.
My relationship with Super B is purely mechanical.
Well, it better stay that way, Monaco. I'd hate to crack his block.
Charger!
Will Charger find happiness in Monaco, or will Super B wind up with a cracked block? Find out later when once again Triangle Dodge, 2833 South Crater Road, presents The Eternal Triangle.
Well, those aren't bad one-shots, but can you keep coming up with fresh new ideas that tie in with the basic concept images?
Hi, Swinger.
The 69 Dodge Swinger comes to Triangle.
It sure has.
Hold it up, Monaco. Swinger, the newest of the new from Dodge for 69. Now at Triangle Dodge.
Love that Swinger.
Dodge Swinger 340. Spirited 340 cubic inch 4-barrel V8 engine. Hurst 4 on the floor. Rowdy suspension. Wide tread tires.
Love that swinger.
Now look, Monaco. First it's Super Bee, now it's Swinger. What do you think this is, anyway?
Why, the Eternal Triangle, Charger.
Don't give me that song and dance, Monaco.
No dance, Charger, just a song.
Yeah?
Come on and buy a Dodge, and you know why. A Dodge is the car that turns you on.
Triangle Dodge, 2833 South Crater Road. Good evening.
In the top news stories of today, the king goes barnstorming. That and other stories following this.
See the Dodge boys.
This morning, in the thriving community of Bonnie Doon, the king of Royal Dodgedom once again reiterated his campaign plank.
My campaign promise this year is, hit the thing, boys, a Dodge in every garage.
From Bonnie Doon, the king's caravan, composed of 23 Dodge Chargers, motivated to Skybo, where he made a bid for total Dodge unity.
Both the straight Dodge slate in 68.
More news in a moment.
You can cure Dodge fever at the Dodge boys.
In an exclusive interview with Ken Sterling, famed political analyst, this evening, the king said,
Vote yourself out of the low-price class, Nabe, and go Polara, the prestige pick.
The Dodge boys have dealer fever.
See Royal Dodge, king of Dodge dealers.
Can you sell anything else besides Dodges? Would you believe perhaps Ford has a better idea?
The 10 Commandments of Atwater Ford. Commandment 1. Thou shalt always be number 1 in volume sales. Commandment 2. Thou shalt always offer the best deals. Commandment 3. Thou shalt always be friendly. Commandment 4. Thou shalt each day try to offer better deals than the day before. Commandment 5. Thou shalt attempt to be helpful, yet always humble. Commandment 6. Thou shalt not steal a competitor's customer unless thou can give him a better deal. Commandment 7. Thou shalt not bear false witness, but rather tell it like it is. Commandment 8. Thou shalt do unto others as they might do unto thee. Commandment 9. Thou shalt be a guiding light. And in short, Commandment 10. Thou shalt not covet. All those new Fords. Atwater Ford, 651 South Main Street. Your golden rule dealer since 1912.
Give me liberty or give me death. A quotation from Patrick Henry.
He must have said something else besides that.
No, that's what it says. Liberty or death, right here on the parchment.
Oh, well, that's the way Patricks are. They don't talk a lot, but when they say something, it means something. Take Patrick Ford.
Patrick Ford?
Right.
What do they say?
Hey, we're a whole new thing.
As Patrick Henry said, give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Ford has a better idea.
Hey, watch us do our thing.
Patrick Ford, equipped with every modern device to give you service unequaled anywhere in the Southeast, mechanical or paint and body. At Patrick Ford, 401 Bypass, just off Bragg Boulevard, see the complete line of better idea Fords for $69. Cars with originality, but with a proud heritage too. Patrick Ford says,
we're the going thing, yeah.
Gee, what about Olds and Cadillac?
Since Lillian met Lee back in 49. Howdy, ma'am. My name's Lee.
Why, I do declare. My name's Lillian, sir.
It's a pleasure, ma'am. The folks in these here parts have never had it so good. Shall we take my Olds or your Cadillac?
L-E-E. Oh, I like that.
Take my hand, Lillian dear, and let's make a little history for ourselves.
At long last, a true Southern gentleman.
And sure enough, from a chance meeting developed one of the biggest Olds Cadillac partnerships in these here parts.
Another mint julep, please.
Thank you, Lillian. Appreciate it. And even today, there remains some kind of love magic around the names Lillian and Lee. You'll experience it when you see the new Olds. Olds keeps getting younger and younger every day, just like Lillian and Lee.
Lee, darling.
Lillian, dear. Lillian and Lee, 306 North Church Street, Burlington. More in love than ever before. Just see for yourself, Lillian and
Lee.
And since love is expressed in many ways, we have something for the other crowd, too.
That's love music, a product of the current flower generation. Pretty far out, isn't it? But yet it's a way of expressing love. Love, a timeless thing. But did any exist before Lillian met Lee back in '49? Howdy, ma'am. My name's Lee.
Why, I do declare, my name's Lillian, sir.
It's a pleasure, ma'am. Love is a blending of desires. Shall we take my Olds or your Cadillac? Love is respect.
At long last, a true Southern gentleman.
Love is an offering.
Another mint julep, please.
Love is the acceptance of an offering. Thank you, Lillian. Appreciate it. In other words, love is Lillian and Lee Olds Cadillac, 306 North Church Street, Burlington.
Lee, darling.
Lillian, dear. More in love than ever before. Just see for yourself, Lillian. And?
Lee.
What do you do for food stores? Well, first you establish a basic image concept.
All Birds Food Centers everywhere present As the World Flies, the story that asks the question, do you believe in birds?
Yeah, I believe in birds. I remember back in 27, that was the first time I seen him.
I saw whom?
The Burlington Birdman. The gall-darndest thing there ever was.
Well, could you tell us a little bit about this Burlington Birdman?
Yeah, he used to roam the Piedmont just as free as a bird, spreading joy and goodwill.
You mean there really was a Burlington Birdman?
Story goes he wanted to fly, and being only half bird and the wrong half at that, he couldn't. See, he figured if he could fly, he could spread just that much more joy and goodwill.
Well, what happened?
Well, one of the local maidens finally got up enough nerve and kissed him.
And he turned into a full bird.
No, he turned into a full man.
Son of a gun.
Folks still called him Bird, though. Reckon he'll never shake that name.
Bird Food Centers have just presented another edition of As the World Flies, the story that asks the question, was there really a Burlington Birdman? And if so, does he still exist?
You do a little item and price work for them.
All Birds Food Centers everywhere present As the World Flies, the story that asks the question,
How long have you had this problem, ma'am?
Well, doctor, it's hard to say.
Just lie back on the couch and relax. Let's play a little game. I'll say a word and you say the first word that comes to mind. Treasure.
Chess.
Ice.
Milk.
Half.
Gallon.
Money.
39 cents.
MDI.
Mayonnaise.
Quart.
39 cents.
Premium.
Swift.
Canned.
Ham.
3-pound can.
$2.49.
Tea bags.
Lipton.
100 count.
99 cents.
MDI.
Potato chips, twin pack, 49 cents.
Boy, you've got it.
Oh, doctor, what can you do?
You have a frustration complex.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid so, my dear.
Well, what's the answer, Doc?
Birds.
Birds.
Birds. Do you believe in birds?
That's
the problem. Gotta believe in birds.
Well, Doc, what brought all this on?
Radio commercials. Using lots of psychology these days. Birds Food Centers have just presented another edition of As the World Flies, the story that asks the question, do you believe in birds?
All right, gentlemen, you have now heard my credentials. Which shall it be, Proposition 1 or Proposition 2? Think it over very carefully. You have until 6 p.m. At that time, you'll contact a man in the park wearing a white suit and Panama hat. Simply say to him, sir, we accept Proposition 1 or Proposition 2. After all, there's nothing quite like being propositioned in the park.